Hey brother, welcome back. I am in the Smoky Mountains, traveling around the country in my RV, and I am making good use of the nighttime to go through the series of books that I have carried with me, or I am carrying with me, on this trip. These are books that I either own on Kindle or Audible or both, and that I wanted to be able to reach out and touch a physical copy of, to reference a physical copy of, regardless of internet connection or account access. So in no particular order, this is a fantastic book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It is a fantastic read. I actually recommend it though on Audible because the author narrates the book, and he speaks fairly slowly. If you've seen Eckhart Tolle at all on YouTube, he speaks fairly slowly, and I actually normally am a little impatient with that. I want the author to speak faster. For example, like in the last video, I talked about nuts, and Wayne Levine narrates that book. I love his voice; he's good, but it moves a little slow for me. So I want to listen at 1 1/4, 1.5 speed. However, Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, is such a profound book, such profound concepts in it, that I actually like that Eckhart Tolle speaks slowly, so I can have time to process what he's saying and be ready for the next little nugget that he's going to share. That said, if audible's not, audio's not your thing, and the written word is, then this is a great book to have. The reason that I like this book is Eckhart Tolle really talks about ego. He talks about living up in our mind, up in our brain, as opposed to being out, actually being in the room, actually being present. He talks a lot about the fact that there's no past, that there's no future, that right now is the only thing that's real. That the now, the power of now, right? The now is a continuous unfolding of now. Anything that we think of as past is something that we remember of a previous now, and that is an incomplete, fuzzy memory. We like to think of our memories as static, concrete sort of things that we have, but they're incomplete in that we don't have all the information. We don't know what it's like from someone else's perspective, so we don't have all the information of that event. And it's fuzzy because we can say things like, hey, I went to this concert. You were there, right? No, wait a minute. Who was it? Maybe I went by myself. No, I think there was somebody there. Well, anyway, right? We've all said things like that. So it's an incomplete, fuzzy memory. And the further and further we get away from the actual event, that now moment, we tend to forget details and things get hazy. So there's no past. There's just now, and whatever happened previously, the now that happened before, is just a memory that we've stored here. The future doesn't exist yet. It's not here yet. It's the unfolding of now is continuous unfolding of now, and we haven't arrived at whatever that future is that we think of. And so we imagine what that might look like, but a lot of times what happens is we either experience pain and sadness from remembering the past, or we have fear and anxiety for what might possibly have in the future. And that future is just imagined here. It's just the theater of the mind. So what Tolle's talking about is this fact that when we live in our head, when we're like sucked up into our head with our monkey brain and our thoughts of what happened in the past, oh, she did this, or oh, she did that, or resentment and all that stuff that we have going on in our mind, or we get up in our head about the future. Oh, I hope this thing works out. I hope I get that promotion. I hope she rejoins me in the relationship, whatever it is, we're here. We're like right up in here, right? In this little space, we are totally sucked up into our brain, and we're not here. We're not in the room, right? We're not conscious. We've all had those moments where we're sucked right up in here, and somebody's talking to us, and we're like, what? Like, I don't even know what you said, right? Because we're in this little space right here. So he talks a lot about ego and letting go, and how we sabotage ourselves, and how we live in our head, and how we're not present, and all that kind of stuff like that. So it's a really, really, really good book. I don't generally assign it to guys when I'm coaching with them right away, because it can feel a little conceptual, and the guys are looking for more of a concrete solution to their issue. But once we cover some of the concepts that we cover about letting go, and no attachment to outcome, and no expectations, and non-assigning meaning, and how to overcome the monkey mind, and what real love is, and all of those things, then you can introduce the power of now into the conversation, and the guy goes, oh right, I see how this all kind of like fits together, right? So good book. So, and also, like I've mentioned in the last few videos in this series, here's my journal. I highly recommend that you get a journal, and that you write in it every day, a couple times a day, as often as you want, and just stream of consciousness. Write what you're really feeling, what you're really thinking. It will emerge patterns. It will help you to unlock your beliefs, and it will change your life. Okay. All right, brother, that's it for this video. If you want to talk about any of this stuff, you can find me at happymancoaching.com. Contact me through there. Leave a comment below. Just reach out to me, and let's have a conversation. All right. I love you, brother. I'll talk to you later. Bye.